the new kind of philosophy, the way I'm living now is full collaboration. Man, I didn't realize, I've been doing this for 20 years, but I didn't even realize what it felt like to be in the studio with somebody else and go off and all that kind of a thing.
Just when you talk about, you being a producer or a DJ and you're doing these rooms that are 1,000, 2,000 cap rooms, which is incredible in itself, you're now focusing the energy to be an artist.
Yes.
If I could just touch back on that a little bit more.
Yep, for sure.
What kind of music is it that you're going to be putting out?
So I've learned, the last 2-3 years has been EDM, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
been like that for a few years though.
It has, but let's get into it, because
Sure.
this is something that I think is a really interesting journey I'm about to go on. So when I first came onto the scene, I made hip hop music. I made darker hip hop music. It's what I naturally would make when I'm going to the studio. It wasn't really necessarily EDM. I know what dance music is, and I had been a fan for a long time, but what came out of me anytime someone put a keyboard in front of me was more slow tempo hip hop, dark hip hop, which I coined the term Sickick because I think it's something special and different. But that's what I would make. Then I blew up on TikTok and all this type of a thing, and I was forced to make club music. In the beginning, it felt like I needed to figure out a way to keep the audience dancing. You can't really necessarily dance the same way. Have you been to an EDM concert before?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the feeling of like that love that that's
yeah.
So I gravitated to EDM for that reason. So I started making dance music to appeal to the masses in that sense. I think some fans really missed the older sound, which was that darker, kind of more emotional, like talking about deeper things, anxiety and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But at the same time, I learned so much being in the EDM world, and all the contacts we were making, and the power moves we were making was to build this EDM kind of a dream, like the festival, getting to the festivals and stuff like this. So
like the ultras
and all this, which by the grace of God we're doing now. We're on a path for this. So now I want to become an artist, and I feel like what I'm challenging myself to do is create a genre where these bigger, larger than life, darker feelings exist, but in an up-tempo world. Using the lessons and everything that I've learned, I want to see if I can create something that is a beautiful merger of both, that the old OG, the day oneers from Sickick were like, yeah, I still feel that soul.
Yeah.
And the new people are like, this is not too far from what I imagine you do live, you know what I mean? And you'll see, like, currently as I perform, I'm gonna be really open and honest with you. My set is me doing all really cool up-tempo remixes and things like this. And then when I play one of my originals, it's the moment in the track where I kind of break that tempo up and I perform on my songs, but it's a slower song. It ends up being that people would like to pay attention to that because it's a nice change in energy, but I haven't yet explored a set where my original songs are at the level of the rest of the set.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a little break, because if you're listening and thinking, fuck, I could really use some guidance right now, and you're serious about building your career in the music industry, I'm now offering private strategy sessions. These are fully personalized, just you and me tackling whatever you need in your career. With over 16 years of experience working with artists, managers, and brands, I can help you map out your next moves. Now, whether that's structuring your team, scaling your brand, navigating the industry, even figuring out what steps to take, whether to go to a distributor or to a record label, and figuring out what are the best deal points, I can help you with your career with where you're at. You can now book a one-on-one with me through my Calendly, and you can find the link in the description. Now let's get back to the pod.
Okay.
It's always this juxtaposition. So this next couple of albums are going to be touching on that
matching the same
merger. But like, I've already started making some samples. Maybe I'll show you after this podcast, bro.
Yeah.
It's something. I'm on something here. Something is gonna happen from this.
How many songs have you got done?
We have a SoundCloud that Rajan helped us set up.
Okay.
We have like over 200, 250 just blueprints and ideas, and it's all organized. Shout out Rajan. Thank you so much. So anytime we want,
how do you know what to go back to, man?
How do I know what to go back
You have
to?
these 250 songs. Is it just
Oh,
you're just thinking about it all
so
constantly?
yeah, so exactly. So like, you know, it's like a diary. It's like an audio diary pretty much. When you write thoughts down, you remember those thoughts, and when you need to bring them, they're there for you. So when I'm in the room with, for example, we're gonna meet some pretty powerful people in LA this week. And they're talking about, you know, we need a hip hop song that kind of hits this thing. I got it. You know, we need an up-tempo song that feels like it's a commercial hit but has a darker sound. I got it. You know, I know I can refer to it, and
Yeah.
it really helps speed the process along. Big trick is to these plane rides, bro. Half of our fucking life is in the air,
Yeah.
is it not?
Yeah,
Don't
it is.
waste that time. Be working. How can you like? You can't be in the air for 6 hours and land and not have something to show. You know, just work. Just I mean, and it won't even feel like work if you love it as much as I
true.
do. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
true.
So
That's interesting. So, I mean, you got 250 songs. You know how to pick them up,
yeah.
right? So your project's not done. I mean,
No,
what
the
if-
project's not done. These are 250 songs that have holes and pieces
Yeah.
and ability for someone to come in and put their
Right.
thing on it. So
Are you looking for features?
of course,
Yeah. Is
absolutely.
there anybody that you could tell me that you?
The new kind of philosophy, the way I'm living now, is full collaboration. I love, man, I didn't realize, you know, I've been doing this for 20 years, but I didn't even realize what it felt like to be in the studio with somebody else and go off and all that kind of a thing.
Hold on. So one of the first people that you went into the studio with was Madonna.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you were like, yeah, man.
Yeah, so I'm fully embracing collaborations, features. I just want to digest. I just want it all, you know. And obviously, not all of them are gonna make it to the finish line,
Sure.
but I'm there for it, and I'm there to experiment, and I know what it feels like not to, you know, not to have this pressure of having to come out with something. Fuck it, just make it. If it works,
Yeah.
it works. You
No,
know?
that's. But listen, I think with the dynamic that you have right now is the perfect dynamic for every artist. That I always say this to artists and managers when they're coming into the business, and of new, like, go and spend the time meeting people. Yeah, you can do it online.
Yeah.
I know it's a different time for sure,
Yeah.
but there's you can't replicate being in the same
No.
space as another human
No.
and another
Amen.
creative, and you want to get to know who these people are because sometimes you'll build the best relationships. Sometimes you realize it's not my type of people,
Exactly.
and you
right
know what?
away.
It's okay. We don't have to work together. I respect what they do.
Yeah.
But at least now I know. And then, you know, you find where your tribe is or your individuals that you
100%.
like to work with.
100%, man.
And you can't do that if you're at home. You got to
Yeah.
really go out there and build these relationships.
Exactly.
And you could be working in the studio and your manager can be in the other room with the other manager thinking of ideas, coming
Yeah.
up with creatives.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of that can happen.
Exactly. It just, I think the biggest takeaway is it's like just seriously leave the ego at the door. Like
Yeah.
when I meet people,
I love that.
I really don't have this, oh, I achieved who cares? No one cares. In that moment, can you make a song together with this person? Can you connect with them at a level that they feel inspired and you feel inspired and you make something beautiful? Then that's what the journey is, you know? So I'm really trying to be better at that continuously because there's always growth in that place.
That's awesome.